Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the coin. Before we get into the latest news, so much to go through. It's going to be yet another blockbuster news segment, so don't go anywhere. Make sure you don't go anywhere. Smash the like button right now. Honestly, you're going to really like the updates. And you're going to be entertained. You're going to be entertained. That's what's going to happen. But before we get to that, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say I am so happy. I am so happy that Atalanta is absolutely dunking on Xabi Alonso's Bayer Leverkusen at the moment. Halftime, I know 2-0, and Leverkusen, they've got a knack of always coming back. But I love it. All of this hype about every club these days, every club I see, we want the Xabi Alonso fairy tale. We want that story. We want that. Nah, F that story. I need this brother to lose. I need this brother to lose today. I need Gasperini to absolutely dunk on Bayer Leverkusen and Xabi Alonso. And I need our owners, our beloved Chelsea owners, to watch this fairy tale blow up in their face. I don't care whether they've done an unbeaten run in the Bundesliga. I need Xabi Alonso to lose today because it's getting too much. It's getting too much. They all of these people, especially the Chelsea owners, this is what they want. They want the fairy tale. They want the fairy tale. F your fairy tale, bro. F your fairy tale. So that's a bit of startup that I wanted to get out of my system. Now let's get into the news, ladies and gentlemen. Look, we're just gonna breeze through from what has happened since the last live stream we did. If you missed out on my last live stream, check that out. That pretty much covers up to news 10 hours ago, and now we're going to continue what has happened since then. It's every minute of the day is coming up with new news. So let's go through all of the news, and then from PYS's page, we'll probably go to Chelsea Dodgers as well and see what's going on there. Chelsea hope to appoint a new manager in matter of days. This is coming from Simon Johnson. Well, let's see. Matter of days. How many interviews is it going to take? Are you going to make the same mistake, dear sporting directors? Last time you took a long time to hire Pochettino, and it seems like it was a mistake. So are you accountable? Are these sporting directors ever going to be accountable? Now, let's check this particular news out. Chelsea have identified a shortlist. Shortlist, as I said in my previous stream. When people have a shortlist, they have a shortlist when they're confused. They don't know who they want to get. Chelsea Football Club, the level, we are a top football club. I know we're not operating as a top football club now. We're not acting as a top football club now. But in essence, we are generally a big football club. We should not have a shortlist. We should know who we want, and we should hone in on it. I rather our owners and our board of directors really come out publicly and say, do you know what? McKenna is our man. McKenna is our man, and we're going to go for it. Now, if you don't get McKenna after that, no problems. Then you work in priority. In priority, who's next? You don't have a list. And this list, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, McKenna, Enzo Maresca, Thomas Frank, Sebastian Hoeness, none of them are even similar types. It's all over the joint. Thomas Frank, what's Thomas Frank doing there? What is Thomas Frank doing there? I don't even know what McKenna's style is. Enzo Maresca, what did he, what was so magnificent about the fact that he's promoted Leicester? Leicester is by far the best team in the championship. Sebastian Hoeness, no problems. I think he's done a fantastic job with Stuttgart. But once again, I think this is probably his first season that he's done this. I don't know. I don't know too much about Sebastian Hoeness. So this list, why have a list? Secondly, this list is confusing because you don't know who you want. You don't know who you want. Further goes on to say, De Zerbi is unlikely choice, but cannot be completely ruled out. For me, honestly, if there's an opportunity to get anyone from these names, I don't even want to choose anyone from those names. I think at the end of the day, McKenna is the favorite, and that's the title of this video. McKenna, for me, is the hottest favorite. He will probably get the job. And I've said this a couple of days ago. When the first rumor started happening, I was like, oh, yeah, I think our owners, it's very much believable that they're going to go for someone like McKenna. And yesterday, I was fully convinced that McKenna is probably going to be the Chelsea manager. But Out of all of these people, I would go for De Zerbi. However, De Zerbi is not a puppet. It's not going to happen. De Zerbi will run his mouth, and our owners cannot have anyone that will run their mouth. They don't want that. They don't want that. PYS straight up tweeting towards Paul Winstanley and Lawrence Stewart, show some ambition or leave. Yeah, it's true. People need to understand. People like me and most other fans out there, we're not upset that you sacked Poch. We have no affiliation with Poch. I never wanted Poch from the beginning. I wanted Poch to be sacked months ago. What I'm upset about is these directors. How are you getting away with making such mistakes? You took so long to select Poch, and now after 12 months later, oh, sorry, we made a mistake. No, you're an absolute imbecile. You need to be accounted for. And now we're going to trust you guys to make a better decision for the next manager? No, thank you. No, thank you. You've got no idea. And on top of that, our owners have no idea. Xabi Alonso fairy tale. That's what they're looking for. Pathetic. Absolute pathetic. These guys are absolute jokers, setting expectation for UCL football via T4 or winning Europa League and putting Thomas Frank, 2 championship managers with no level experience on the list. So true. We're expecting Thomas Frank and McKenna, Kieran Trippier, and all of these brothers to get us top 4 and Champions League football. My God. My goodness me. Some top managers are not able to do those, to get those achievements. We're going to ask for these no-namers to produce the goods for us. It's absolutely mad. Rio Ferdinand, this is a circus act. I'm seeing a lot of names. McKenna, Hoeness, Michel, Maresca. Yes, they're all good names and doing bits, but this is Chelsea Football Club, man. Absolutely. Like, people need to understand. This is Chelsea Football Club. Look at this. PYS put up a particular poll. Who do you want as next manager? Sometimes you have that question in the exam that you just, man, I don't know. I don't want to participate. I'm just going to skip. I'd rather just take 0 points out of this question. I'm happy to take 0 points out of this question and move on to the next one. This poll, I don't want to participate in this poll. I don't want any of these guys. I'm sorry, I don't want any of these guys. As I said, if we do need to go for someone, Roberto De Zerbi, but that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen because Roberto De Zerbi will be against the owners. Breaking: Enzo Maresca is the main candidate to become new Chelsea coach. He has convinced on style of play. Release clause 10 million. Di Marzio, keep your mouth shut. You've got no idea, Di Marzio. You're just there for clicks. And thank you to PYS. He's got you 786k impressions on this tweet. So you got your clicks. Maresca worked under Pep at Manchester City and is known for an attacking style of play and not budging on his principles. Enzo Maresca won the PL2 with Parma and Lavia. Look, it's not going to be Enzo Maresca. I'll tell you this much. It's going to be this brother, Kieran Trippier. Ipswich have offered Kieran McKenna quadruple his current salary in a bid to fight off Chelsea and United interest. Wow. Quadruple his salary. This guy is loving life. Out of nowhere, he's hit the stardom. Just months ago he was a nobody, and now all of a sudden every man and dog wants him, and he's reaping benefits of it. He's making sure that from a monetary standpoint he's cleaning up. He is cleaning up all this attention. He's saying, Ipswich, pay me more, please. What's this in regards to De Zerbi? An unnamed club have paid Brighton compensation for De Zerbi. I wonder who that is. I don't think it's Chelsea. Is it Man United? Who knows? Or maybe it's some other manager, some other club. I don't know who. Yeah, is it West Ham? I think West Ham might be getting Lopetegui. God knows. That's all I can say. Pochettino's successor will have to accept the authority of the board and sporting directors with a control that would even stretch into elements of on-pitch coaching. There you go. What did I say in my previous live stream? What did I say? And I know this particular brother, Nick Purewell, he's now consequently come out and tried to tried to clear up his position. No. I haven't said that the Chelsea owners are looking to decide on pitch stuff. I just meant that they want a particular manager that's just focused on coaching. Now, brother, we understand. We understand. From what we see and what is happening, we are not stupid. It's very clear to see, and let me make it absolutely clear to all the audience and fans out there. Our owners and our sporting directors are looking for a man. They're not looking for a manager. They're looking for a head coach, a person that is only going to be training the players and developing their skill set. At the end of the day, our owners and our board will decide who stays, who goes, and also, to a certain degree, who starts. They don't want the manager to dictate any terms here. They don't want to get into a situation like Pochettino did, where he was playing Gallagher ahead of some of the players that we bought. Gallagher was starting to look a lot better, and Enzo Fernandez wasn't, for instance. They don't want that situation. They want to buy a player, and they expect that player to feature quite heavily. And they expect that player to develop. They don't want to see no fancy management from the coach. No. Know your role and shut your mouth. That's what they want from the coach. I will not be surprised if the sporting directors and the owners also dictate the starting lineup. I will not be surprised, because that's how it's looking like. The manager has no say. The manager has zero say. Just do the training and make sure you develop the players. The rest, we will look after. We will look after. You don't worry, brother. You're going to get the paycheck. Relax yourself. Relax yourself. So that's how it is. That's how it is. Good luck. Good luck to them if they can find a manager that is just only going to do that. I highly doubt that. I highly doubt that. Style of play suits what Chelsea owners want down to a T. Has worked with two members of Chelsea hierarchy at Brighton and has developed three Chelsea players, Colwell, Caicedo, Mudryk, at previous clubs. Get De Zerbi, Paul Winstanley, and Lawrence Stewart. This is what PYS is saying. Look, my choice would be De Zerbi, but as I said, he's too outspoken. Owners don't want anyone outspoken. It's simple. Owners don't want anyone outspoken. You have to be aligned with the project or you're out. You have to. You cannot say anything negative or against the project. You must believe in the project, which is youthful players, and simply just develop the youth players. Nothing much, to be honest, around that. We are not getting any experienced players. No. 18, 16, 17-year-olds, develop them to be the next Neymar, next Messi, next Ronaldo. That's your job. That's your job. Chelsea inquired about Hoeness a few weeks ago, but I'm totally convinced he's 100% staying at Stuttgart. This is Florian Plettenberg. So there you go. I never thought Hoeness was ever even a consideration, to be honest. He's never some of these managers, honestly, they would be looking at what's going on at Chelsea, and they should think that, nah, man, this is not for me. It's going to be a massive reputational damage for them. I feel sorry for this Kieran Trippier guy. He's going to get his reputation damaged. I mean, unless proves us all wrong and it's a complete miracle. Look, it gives me the feeling of Graham Potter's situation when the players saw Graham Potter. They absolutely disrespected him. I wonder if the players can stand there and respect Kieran McKenna. I really wonder. These players have now been shattered that Pochettino left. You think they're going to come into preseason? They're going to bow down to Kieran McKenna? We all know what were the rumors when Graham Potter was around. We all know. Majority of the players laughed behind the back of Graham Potter. They're going to do the same with this guy, man. Kieran McKenna is set to reject any new offers from Ipswich, make him new offers if Ipswich make. So it's not going to happen. He's not going to stick around in Ipswich. If Chelsea come knocking, he will definitely take the Chelsea job. Chelsea are in pole position despite Brighton's interest. Brighton are going for McKenna as well. So, yeah, of course, Chelsea must. Chelsea must copy and paste everything that Brighton does. Chelsea look at Brighton as the big brother. It's crazy. We're the bigger club, but they look at Brighton as the big brother. Anything Brighton's doing, control, alt, copy, paste. We want to copy Brighton because Brighton, they're setting the standards. Breaking, Pochettino will be leading candidate for the England job should he remain. Who gives a I don't care about what Poch does anymore. There are a couple of wild cards that are not in the media yet, will be soon. Sky Cave, another guy, gaslighting. You have no idea, Cave. Sky Cave. Yeah, stay in the sky, brother. Stay in the sky. You have no idea. You absolutely have no idea. Dino Top Muller, current Frankfurt manager, is a name mentioned to me. This guy, Sky Cave, bro. I told you, just stay in the sky, bro. That's where you deserve to be, in the sky. Thomas Frank was brought up in internal meeting at Chelsea. Remember, they already hired the set piece coach. Could be an important point. This is coming from Fabrizio Romano. Look, yeah, okay. You want to put the two together. We brought in Brighton set piece coach. Brentford set piece coach. Might as well just bring the Brentford manager. I'm sorry. I thought you're looking for exciting football. I thought you're looking for possession-based football. How did Thomas Frank's name come about? We've all seen how Brentford play. It's very, very simple. 3 blockbuster up front, robust, pace and power, Mbeumo, Wissa, Tony, counter-attack, snatch and grab. We know how it works. They don't play tiki-taka football. They don't play solid, excellent build-up play, beautiful midfield play, and are very constructive up front, and they box the opposition in. They suffocate the opposition. They don't play that kind of football. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? This is what I mean. They have a list. They want to play a certain type of football. We've all seen the news. What are the criteria for the new manager? Yet they want to be linked with Thomas Frank. Do you understand why I get mad? I'm not mad because Pochettino's left. Who cares? I didn't even like him. I'm mad because of the way our football club is run. It's run like an absolute toilet. Sebastian Hoeness' intention is to stay at Stuttgart, considered really hard one, even though some people at Chelsea really appreciate him. Chelsea and De Zerbi is really quiet, no contact at this stage. Fabrizio brings up McKenna and Maresca. Again, no more names as of now. Chelsea still deciding internally who to go for. McKenna will be the one. It's looking like McKenna, Maresca, or Frank. How the mighty have fallen. How anyone supports this ownership and sporting directors is beyond me. And POS is right. That's exactly how most of us sane people feel. The Athletic Inside piece, despite praising him publicly, Pochettino privately questioned whether Enzo was destructive enough to be a number 6 or creative enough to be a number 8. There you go. How I was probably one of the first one on social media or YouTube content said it a long time ago because I love Enzo Fernandez so much. I said, Pochettino don't know how to utilize Enzo Fernandez, to the point where so many people started thinking Enzo Fernandez is not even a footballer. So many people out there, they disregard Enzo Fernandez because of Pochettino. But I can't blame Poch. I know what Poch brings. I know Poch doesn't appreciate a player like Enzo Fernandez. He wants the robust pace and power in midfield. I blame the sporting directors. Why didn't you do your homework before bringing in a manager like Pochettino? Did you not know how Pochettino operates? What type of characteristics that he wants? Did you not know? You're stupid if you don't know that. Majority of the fan base knew that. You're stupid and you call yourself sporting directors. My God. Chelsea insists there was collaboration. They decided not to sign Ansu Fati on loan after Pochettino informed them he didn't want him. Ansu Fati is not a Poch type of a player. It's simple as. Once again, our owners going after Ansu Fati, who Brighton were going after. Why are we copying Brighton? Inside details, Pochettino proposed that the club sign 2 experienced players he had worked with before to add some knowledge. The request was denied. There you go. Do you think that's too wild from Pochettino to ask? No, it's not. Every manager is going to demand certain things. If you want to see them succeed, the manager will want to have some part of their flavor on the team. This is where, as I keep saying, I'm not upset Poch is gone. I'm upset how the mentality of our owners and sporting directors, how they are thinking about, like, the manager has no say in nothing. A football club can't work like that, man. Every manager will have their demands. Every manager will want a certain thing. How do you expect them to run the show, man? You think Kieran McKenna is going to come in and just go bend over backwards and just go, yep, no problems, whatever. Just give me whatever, I'll just work with it. No. There's been times, the season that just finished, where Omari Hutchinson wasn't starting in the beginning. Omari Hutchinson only started to show consistent minutes. Well, only Kieran McKenna only started to give him consistent minutes right at the end. What's going to happen if Kieran McKenna does this to one of our owners and our sporting directors' players that they bought, and they take Kieran McKenna takes time with that particular player? What's going to happen then? It's crazy because our owners and our sporting directors, well, our owners have already promised players like Kendry Paez and Estevan William that you're going to start. So whether Kieran McKenna likes it or not, he's going to have to start those players as soon as those players come to Chelsea Football Club. So good luck to any manager that can accept that. Good luck to any manager. Some people who observe the training sessions insist that the players were overworked, tasked with excessive amounts of high-intensity running. It's also claimed that a tendency to bring recovering players back to full training rather than adapted training resulted in players re-injuring themselves. Once again, did you not do your homework on Pochettino? Did you not know this? Every man and dog knew about this. Did you think he was going to come to Chelsea Football Club and change that regime that he has always believed in? And the other thing, injuries is not just common to Chelsea. Injuries have happened to many other clubs. Man United have been ripped apart with injuries. Newcastle have been ripped apart with injuries. And many other Premier League teams have been ripped apart with injuries. Not just a common factor for Chelsea. Who's going to start blaming the medical team? Who's going to start looking at other areas? I'm not saying that Pochettino maybe is not to be blamed there. Poch probably is to a certain level. But to completely put all the injuries on Poch, yeah, you're being disingenuous. You're being disingenuous. Chelsea make checks on Maresca, but Kieran McKenna is the favorite to take over, coming from Jacob Steinberger. Yeah, I think it's going to be Kieran McKenna as well. Chelsea are working fast to secure a replacement. Kieran McKenna, Enzo Maresca, Sebastian Hoeness, Thomas Frank, and Michel are all of interest to Chelsea, and the club have already made moves to check on more than one of these candidates. Well, there you go. Let's see if there are any other latest news popping about. It's just news flying everywhere. We'll go to Chelsea. We'll go to Chelsea Dodgers. How do you think Vincent Kompany will go to Bayern? I don't give a damn. Bayern have lost their mind as well. Vincent Kompany. I mean, look, Vincent Kompany is an up-and-coming. There's a fetish now. There's an absolute fetish for up-and-coming managers. No problems about it. Modern day managers. This is the idea now. Dinosaur managers, game over. See you later. Your era is over. Now it's about the Vincent Kompanies. Everyone's looking forward to the next Xabi Alonso. By the way, speaking of Xabi Alonso, let's see. I hope Atalanta, you're dunking. I hope Atalanta, you are dunking. Yes, it's still 2-0. I love it. Atalanta, please, hopefully win. Look, Vincent Kompany is a decent manager, I suppose. I wanted to see a little bit more from him in Burnley this season in the Premier League. But this job to Bayern Munich is all too early for him, honestly. Christopher Nkunku on Instagram. Let's see what he had to say. I wish you the best in your next chapter. Thank you for everything. Yeah, look, I'm not really sure whether Nkunku was a big fan of Pochettino. Who knows? Maybe he was. Kieran McKenna is the early favorite for the Chelsea job and has a lot of admirers. Nothing has been agreed upon yet, but depending on who you're speaking to, he's leading the race for the job. As I said from last couple of days, Kieran McKenna, mark my words, I said it a couple of days ago. He's going to be Chelsea manager. And I'm still fully confident he's going to be the Chelsea manager. And I need to start doing some research on Ipswich and to see what he does, because we're going to have to start backing this guy from the get-go. Some of you guys have actually reached out to me saying, you're already McKenna out. The brother hasn't even signed and you're already McKenna out. which is quite funny. Chelsea are holding round the clock talks and meetings as they work swiftly and efficiently to appoint Mauricio Pochettino's successor as head coach. McKenna, Maresca, Hoeness, Thomas, Frank, and Michel are all interest to Chelsea. I think that is pretty much it all. There's some news about Cesc Fabregas. Cesc Fabregas on visiting Cobham and reacting to Mauricio Pochettino leaving. I stayed in his office for an hour and a half talking football. It was really fun. I didn't have the feeling this was going to happen. I was surprised about the decision. Wow, incredible. Fabregas, don't even think about coming to Chelsea Football Club, mate. Honestly, don't even think about it. Jacob Steinberger is saying the race is open for Kieran McKenna, and Chelsea's need to put contingency plan in place has seen them reach out to Enzo Maresca. So priority number one is McKenna, and if they don't get McKenna, maybe Maresca is the second in line. So I think that there's this news as well. Chelsea have rejected suggestions that they are looking to appoint a manager who can be controlled. It's understood they want a manager who is willing to take suggestions on board from experts in the medical, recruitment, and technical departments. Don't even lie. No, don't. You want a manager that you can control. Yeah, let's just make it crystal clear. But to sit there and go, oh, who's going to take advice from experts in the medical room and technical departments and data analytics team? Brother, do you think the manager has that much time to just take advice from, you tell me what to do. Yeah, you tell me what to do. You tell me. Do you think they have that much time? They've got to prepare. Why do you hire a manager? The manager needs to be empowered. They need to make their own decisions. Yeah, they can hear a little bit of suggestions here and there, but they can't just continuously listen to every single department in the football club to come to a decision. You're empowered to make the decision. You've been given the job. You run the show. We trust you to run the show. It was felt that Pochettino was cold. Why'd you stick with Pochettino for that long then? Why didn't you just get rid of him? These guys have no idea how a football club is run. They actually have no idea how a manager works in football. Somewhere I saw that they want a teacher type of a manager. I'm just trying to find that tweet. I haven't seen that tweet as yet. They want a teacher type of a manager. There's a whole heap of talk about Gallagher. Gallagher, you're gone. Chalobah, you're gone. They're looking for a teacher. Chelsea difficult, and Mauricio Pochettino found the internal politics at Chelsea difficult, and in particular the alleged tension between Bowley and Igbali. Chelsea have always denied that two men have fallen out. Honestly, both of these brothers, they think differently, and that's an issue for Chelsea Football Club. Todd Bowley and Igbali, they're not in the same page, because Todd Bowley a couple of weeks ago was saying Chelsea need to be patient, and he was talking about how 2.5 games, and it's changed, and this is the blueprint that they created, and look how well the team is. 2 weeks later, Poch is sacked. So these two brothers, they're not in the same page. 100% they're not in the same page. I can't find the tweet. There was a particular tweet that said that Chelsea are looking for a manager that is more of a teacher, basically. They want a teacher, someone who's going to be able to teach them football. That's what they're looking for, but I can't find that. There's just so much news, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you thought about everything we went through today. Smash the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. We will be back again tomorrow live stream, inshallah, by God willing, and I will see you all there. Until then, everyone, take care. See ya. Goodbye.